Got another New England IPA for you guys today from Broadhead this time. Don't see it in the LCBO much, but I stopped off at the beer store today and hey, look, it's here. Let's do it. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Neipa, for another Brewski review. And today the beer that I have for you guys, like I said, it is by the Broadhead Brewery out of Ottawa, Ontario. We have their New England IPA coming in at 6.4% alcohol by volume and no listed IBUs on the very yellow and white can. Yeah, they got a little scale between SRM and IBU, but that just shows a graphic on a line. That doesn't really tell you much. Over on the website though, it's only coming in at 18 IBUs. That seems quite low for an IPA and even for a New England IPA. So we're gonna figure out what that's all about. So let's crack this bad boy open. Jesus. Is that carved or what? Holy shit. That was under some pressure. A little nervous now. Let's pour it up and see what we got. Beer 101 up my glass. Oh my god. Okay, holy shit. Holy shit. That's not even a fast or aggressive pour, but look at that. Look at all that head. That's a 4-finger head. Jeez Louise. What is going on? When I cracked that can, that thing was under some pressure. Huge bubbles. Just enormous bubbles. Okay, this is kind of concerning for one thing. Way overly carved in my opinion already, and very reminiscent in the sense of their oatmeal stout, which I reviewed and mentioned, and a lot of other people mentioned that for the oatmeal stout it was way too aggressively carved. I think I may have the same issue with this beer too. Let's pour up just a little bit more very carefully. But holy. Now I would understand if you aggressively poured a beer and you got a half beer, a half head, but this wasn't so okay. On the nose, kind of hard to get through all the head, but notes of pine, grapefruit, citrus. Jeez Louise. Yep. Pine, grapefruit, orange, lemon, citrus. More or less what I'm getting from the can and from the beer so far. Yeah, I might need to take a sip, or might just need to get through that home first before we can actually really get down to it. But hey, let's do it. Foamy. And not New Englandy or IPA for that matter. Tastes more like a farmhouse ale. Now why would that be? Why would a New England IPA taste like a farmhouse ale? With barnyard and a little bit of like white grape. I suspect something went terribly wrong with this. And could possibly be dangerous if it was in that much, if there was that much pressure on the can. We're gonna figure it out. Cheers everybody. Well, let's keep on drinking. This is a mystery to me. Like, look at that head. The bubbles are massive. That is not normal. Yeah. That's not New England. Or possibly was New England, but is not anymore. That foam is more sudsy than foam. The flavor is not that of an IPA. It does not taste anything like an IPA, not even close to a New England IPA. This is, even on the nose, barnyardy, saison, farmhouse ale. Way overly carbonated. Yeah, something happened to this. 100% guaranteed. This is not how it's supposed to be. Something happened. Something got into the beer that shouldn't be there and is possibly cause for great concern. I thought it was just going to be an overly carbonated New England IPA, but this is... I don't know. It's very saison-y, to be honest. Farmhouse ale. Interesting stuff. Let's see what the can has to say. Broadhead Brewery, New England IPA. 6.4% alcohol by volume, 18 IBUs according to the website. At Broadhead, great things come from hard work, passion, and ingenuity. This does not seem like it was great. Sorry. Our recipes are crafted to be flavorful yet approachable, striking a balance between innovation and tradition. We are makers of beer you can trust. There's also a QR code on the back. You can hear their story, which is kind of cool. I'm not going to do it at the moment, but you can do it on your own time if you pick up a beer, if I actually recommend it. But thus far, I don't see good things coming out of this. They got a picture of what looks to be their brew system. IBU and SRM sort of gauge, which really doesn't tell you much, but hey, I guess it's there. Contains barley, wheat, and oats. On the bottom there is a package on date. It was packaged on 07/10/20, so that would either be July 10th, 2020, or yesterday, depending on how they do it. They do day, month, year, or month. Day, month, year, or month, day, year. So I'm not too sure, but it's good that they have that on there. Easy to track what's going on with the cans. And this one, yeah, it just seems like something really bad happened. Also, why does that seem a different color? I don't know. I don't know about this beer, guys. Website, broadheadbeer.com. .com. Right.com. Let's not go to the shop page. We're just going to go to... Oh, that's why. Here we go. Broadheadbeer.com. Yes. You go to the beer section. You actually have to really go to the shop page. This used to be called... looks like this is a new offering from them. Wasn't part of their old round. But you got to go to the shop page, which is broadheadbeer.myshopify.com. Then you scroll down. You have the Neipa, the New England IPA. Here's the information. You get your ABV 6.4, IBU 18, and SRM 3. Straw in color and intentionally hazy, an unapologetic amount of dry hopping delivers big tropical aromas that give way to bright citrus and some stone fruit flavors. An incredibly juicy mouthfeel. Now I'm getting the bright citrus, the stone fruit, no, and the incredibly juicy mouthfeel, hell no. I'm getting an overly carbonated beer. With notes of barnyard and farmhouse saison-y type flavors. Nowhere near a New England IPA. Nowhere near an IPA in general. There's also a price, we'll get to that in a minute. Out on Tap, you got a 3.6 out of 5 for the New England IPA from Broadhead, and that's out of 256 ratings. Somebody says tasty, although with occasional whiffs of alcohol. Anybody else say totally crushable, not super, any IPA, hoppy but refreshing. Another great present, luscious. No callouts on weird flavor for a New England. but I'm calling it out right now. Somebody says melon and cantaloupe on the finish. Pretty mellow for the ABV. Somebody says over-carbonated but tastes good. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's something really wrong with this beer. This shouldn't be like this, I don't think. Yeah. I think something went wrong. I think something got into the beer, like a microbe or something. I don't know 100%. Probably should buy another can, take it to one of my teachers possibly, see what they think of it, what could have happened. But this is a bit of a mess, in my opinion. It's not New England. It's something different. Something happened. I don't know. But if you want to know the price, do I think you should buy it at the moment? No, I really don't. I really don't, because of that big explosion of carbonation there. The way it tastes, the one and versus what it's supposed to be, what it's saying it is, seems very off. $3.55 at the beer store and on the website. I don't know. Be careful. I know the beer's fine to drink, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just kind of sketchy to me. So be warned, I guess. It just seems to me that too many things have gone wrong and just feel weird to me that it doesn't seem like it's a good thing. But even without the weird flavors, past few from Broadhead do seem to be fairly overcarbonated, which just doesn't give it a good... You don't have a good time with it. You're getting super bloated because of all the extra carbonation. It fizzes up in your mouth. That's what she said. And then it's not an enjoyable experience, to be honest. It really isn't. So with that said, guys, cheers on the final sip. Let's get right to ratings and wrap this thing up. Okay, a Broadhead New England IPA. Something went totally wrong with this beer. I'm really certain on that. I don't know 100%, but it's just a feeling. There's too many sketchy things going on here. I'm kind of nervous for anybody else that buys it and probably stores it somewhere, because that big thing of carbonation just seemed really sketchy to me. I've had beers that are fairly highly carbonated, but I've never had a beer go like that ever. Even the ones that overflow outside, and nope, never happened before. That was extremely sketchy, and it wasn't a particular low fill by any means either. It was just sketchy. Overall, the flavor's kind of garbage for a New England IPA, not even close. And the sketchiness is very high. Very suspicious of this one here. Can only give it like a 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. Yeah, sketchy. As for presentation, you know what? I do like the look of the can design. Very simple. A little boring though, to be honest. The fonts are meh. The descriptions are there, but they're kind of when you get a beer like this and you read how they're talking about great passion, hard work, and ingenuity, they don't match up with the beer. Sketchy. The IBU and SRM sort of gauge. No, if you don't know what an IBU and an SRM is, the gauge doesn't really help you. And if you know what an IBU and an SRM is, the gauge just looks silly because there's no numbers, there's no real indication. It's just IBU is hop slightly to the left. What does that mean? Low, but like what? And then SRM also low, so I'm guessing, I don't know what SRM means. Like if you're a regular person, silly, stupid. The one thing that it does have going for it is the packaged on date. Thank God. Because if there is something wrong with the beer, they can go back and figure it out, see which batch it came from, what happened during that day, or what have you, and then sort of backtrack on that note. Finally, on the main website's kind of basic, doesn't really tell you much. You gotta go over to the shop page, which is a bit better, has some more information, ABV, IBU, SRM, and the IBU and SRMs are in numbers, not little slidey bars. And there is a slightly there is a slightly different description as well. Overall, presentation gets like a 6 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Neipa, they'd be greatly appreciated as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Neipa, like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Sketchy beers with weird flavors do not excite me. Also, the amount of head I'm getting from this beer is pretty damn crazy. Holy shit. Cheers.